Today you're going to prepare your box and you can make your box to be able to put your still life materials in. You're going to need a piece of black board that is about 16 inches by 16 inches, and you're going to need a ruler, a white colored pencil, an X-Acto knife, and a roll of masking tape. Okay? All those things should be provided for you. Now, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to actually split this into fourths. So what I do is I line up with the left side with my ruler so that it's 16 inches. I go to half, make a mark at 8 because half of 16 is 8. Slide the ruler down. Do not turn the board because as you notice, it's not exactly 16 inches. If it's not exactly 16 inches, you turn the board, your line is not going to be straight. You want to measure from the same side each time. I come across, line up my two lines, and I create, I split that in half. Now I'm going to turn my board, and I'm going to do the same thing. Come up here, make a mark at 8, make a mark at 8, connect my dots. Now I've split this into fourths. From here, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually score 3 sides, and I'm going to cut 1. What I mean by this is going to be scored, 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 cut. Okay? Scoring is that you're not cutting all the way through the board. Okay? You're basically just cutting through like the first few layers. So I'm going to come in here and I grab my ruler, making sure that when I grab my X-Acto knife, I'm not going to be cutting my fingers, so I'm protected. And I'm going to pull my line down. I'm not trying to cut through the board right now. I'm going to give it about 3, 4, 5 lines. Then I'm going to go to the middle. And here, I'm going to give it another 5 until I cut all the way through, applying a little bit of pressure. So I'm not trying to cut through in one edge. See that? I cut through. And that part isn't cut through. Now I'm going to turn my board, line up my ruler again, and I'm going to do the same thing, only I'm just scoring on this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now it is scored. Now that it's scored, I don't need the blade. I put that off to the side, move this out of the way, come back, I've got my little split right here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to grab some tape. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put 5 pieces of tape on one of these 2 sides. You don't necessarily need 5. I do 5 because it really helps make sure that it doesn't move when I do this. Okay, makes it much more secure. There's my 5 pieces. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to lift up, I'm going to bend, put those over there, and there's my cube. I've just created a cube to be able to put my still life materials in. So my still life materials are going to come down in here, and I'm going to be able to set things up, and eventually I'll be able to play with lighting. That's how you make your cube for your still life. Cool? All right.